one will join the for the class. So I have sent a message in the group also to join quickly. They join. Students, can you see the screen?
No, ma'am.
Wait 1 minute. It is loading. Wait 1 minute. It is loading. Now,
No,
I think now you
ma'am.
can see. Harini, now
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now.
you can see the PPT now. Yes, students. In last class, we were seeing about the guidelines of effective use of body language, and we've also seen the participants how they have to for the participants of a group discussion they should follow some functions. So the following are the functions we have seen in the last class, that is introducing ourselves and introducing others. When I introduce myself, how I have to introduce, when I introduce others, how I have to introduce, and how I have to lead in the discussion, how I have to direct expressing the opinion and ideas in the group discussion, agreement, if I agree about any point, how what are the statements I have to use, if I completely disagree, how my statement should be, if I use maybe, if I use maybe, then I am not completely agree. Yes, if I use definitely no, if I use exactly words like that types or like those types of words, if I use, then it is completely agreement and disagreement. And in this decision and intention also we have seen decision is a exact fact. Decision is a fact. Intention is we thought like that. In last class, I gave an example. I thought of going by car, but finally, how I went? Finally, I went by I went by bus. So my intention was to go by my intention was to go by car, but what happened? Maybe we don't know the reason. What is the reason? But because of some reason, we I was not able to go in the car. Finally, I went by bus. So intention was going by car, but decision final the fact is nothing but the decision. And how raising the questions is when we are in the group discussion, we have to raise the questions to clarify the doubts. Suppose if I'm getting any doubt, to clarify the doubt or to make the session the interactive, we have to ask questions in the group discussion, and we should give the feedback, and we have to receive the feedback also. And discussion and delivering negative points, and I gave the example also, when a project is not getting success, maybe because of one person, we are not getting a success in the project, then the team head has to handle the situations. He should not point to the he should not point to the single person. In last, how he has to tackle with the situation also we have seen in the last class. And counseling, if anything goes wrong, if because of that person, if we are not getting success in the project, then we have to counsel the person. And before how to start the counseling, first we have to explain him or her what was expected from them, and why we what is the reason why we didn't get why that person is not able to reach to our expectation. And we should collect the reason from that person, and we should try to give the solution to that person, and finally conclude the discussion. And in last class, we were seeing about the group discussion, some strategy to perform well in the group discussion. So some of the strategies are there to perform well in the group discussion. That is, the first one is speaking in groups. So when we are part of the group discussion, students, my voice is clear now.
Yes, ma'am.
If my voice is not clear, any disturbance, you please tell me. Okay. So when see, this is all about the group discussion. So when you are in a group discussion, when you are part of a group discussion, then you have to speak. When your turn comes, or when you have a valid point to speak. If some person is telling wrong about that discussion, I'll throughout this chapter I'll take the same example, usage of phone in the department or in the college. So when we are talking about that, as a team member or as a group discussion member, when the other person is deviating the topic, I do not want that person to deviate the topic. So that there I have to stop him. So I have to speak. If I have a valid point, if I'm getting an opportunity, and I also told before they start a group discussion, they set some rules. In some group discussion, they give a round robin. They follow a round robin time specific. Suppose in a team, 5 members are there. For each person, 2 2 minutes they'll assign. Each person have to talk 2 2 minutes about that agenda. So that like that also they do. So when as a third person or as a fourth person, if I get my chance, then I have to speak. I have to utilize that opportunity. Yes. So, speaking, we have to speak in the group discussion, discussing problem and solution. So, simply, I cannot talk unnecessary things. I have to discuss, I have to focus on the problem and try to seek the solution from that problem. So, simply, I should not waste the time. And creating cordial and cooperative atmosphere. In the group discussion, we have to create a good atmosphere. We should not create an atmosphere like but somebody should not feel embarrassed. Somebody should not feel embarrassed in a group discussion. It should be a cooperative environment. It should be a cooperative environment and friendly nature. We should have a friendly nature, and we should the person who is speaking should should not feel embarrassed. There we have to give as if X person is talking, the remaining members should not make a situation or environment the person who is talking has to feel embarrassed. We have to give a positive feelings. As a listener, we have to give a positive feelings. How we should not scratch our head in the see. These are all the common instructions or common sense we have to follow in the group discussion. Talking with other person. When I talk, then see in an online class only. When I speaking, when I'm explaining something, when other two students are talk each other, it and without unmuting, if they talk each other, then it is disturbing to the class. No, so when they disturb the class, when they create such type of environment atmosphere, then a speaker or the lecturer may not be able to deliver properly. So the atmosphere should be cooperative. The atmosphere should be cooperative. So how listen to others. So what if I tell my students to talk, then I have to listen to them. In between, I should not talk. Once they complete, only then I have to talk. And we should respect each other. I should not say, "Hey, what my students they are telling. I'm faculty. I know better than like that." I should not. Or in a team members, a equal. If I conduct a group discussion in your class only, next online class I'm planning to conduct group discussion, online group discussion only. So if I conduct like that, then other students should not degrade to the one other students. They should not degrade each others. So they have to respect everybody. And adopt friendly attitude, allow others to speak, recognize significant contribution by others and appreciate them. If a person is telling a valid point, correct point, then appreciate that person. Yes, understood. So these are all the cooperative atmosphere. Being pervasive strategy. What is pervasive strategy is um, simply blindly we should not talk. Whatever genuine reason is there, we have to believe that reason, and we have to understand that reason, and then we have to talk. Then we have to talk. So here I'll give one example. I'll give. See here, I feel that. See here, two persons are talking each other. Two persons are students here listening now.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here, okay. So assume that two persons are talking. So it is an issue of a parking place, parking, a play area. So assume that in an apartment, one person will tell, I am planning, I think, or I feel that increasing the parking space is not advisable. A member one is telling increasing the parking area is not advisable. A person two, why, what he say, person two or member two, why do you feel so? Why do you feel, see, this is a conversation. See, first we have to understand what is the parking area, whether how many students, see, that's why here pervasive strategy. So pervasive means we have to understand, we have to believe what the next opposite person is telling. Yes, we should understand whether that parking place is play area is used by kids or not. So we have to understand the situation. So person two is telling or member two is telling, why do you feel so? Member, again the member one comes back, he responds, increasing the parking space is not beneficial to anybody, and hence we we need not go for that. So hence we should not increase the parking place. So again, the third person will tell, I mean, the one more person will come in between. See, till now only two persons were there. Now one more person will come. I don't think so. I don't think so means even this third person is also supporting to the second person only. The first person is opposing. Second person is favor of increasing the parking place. Again, the third person is also telling, when first person again when he tells that it is not beneficial to anybody, then third person what he says, no, I don't think so, means the meaning of that is, I don't think so, it is not beneficial to anybody, the meaning is, if they increase the parking place, then it is beneficial to everybody. Then member 2, member 2, we have lot of difficulty in parking, we have lot of difficulty in parking, hence increasing the space will certainly be beneficial. Person 2 is telling, again the person 1 what he tell, I still feel that there is no much benefit. Yes, this is the just conversation between three persons. So some of the following tips are there which are helpful in the pervasive strategy, that is, do your homework and know and be knowledgeable about the topic of discussion. Yes, students, before only I pervasive, I told you I have to understand, I have to believe what points I am telling. So when I can strongly tell the points, first I have to do the homework. First I have to see how much the area of the parking. So how many people are using that parking. Here you don't consider that parking our cars. You consider a play area. So we have to see how much is the, whether you take parking play area or whether you take car parking or vehicle parking, the same points holds here. So first we have to understand how much area we require and how much area is already allotted. I have to do your homework and be knowledgeable about the topic of discussion. Yes, students. So show maturity while reacting to others. So simply like childish, you should not behave in the discussion. Show your maturity. Always use evidences. Always use evidences means always use testimonials or testimonies and examples and statistics. Establish mutual respect. Establish mutual respect. Win the confidence of others. Win the confidence of others. Be friendly with everybody. So these are all some of the points in the pervasive strategy. And next we have being polite and firm. So definitely when you're in a group discussion, you should be polite, you should not behave like rowdy. Yes, if a placement is conducted in BMS Institute of Technology, if any other college, if MVIT or if Reva College student also come, or if from BMSE a student come and attend the placement there, if they conduct group discussion in the interview process, if they conduct group discussion, then you have to behave polite. You should not show the rowdyism because you are from BMSIT. So be polite and firm. here I'll give some of the expressions. I'll give some of the expression. I understand. See how to talk in the group discussion. Listen here. I understand that this idea may be liked by everybody. This idea may be liked by everybody, but I'm afraid it will not gel with our organizational environment. Students, here the person is opposing. Assume that based on some issue they are talking, based on some issue they are talking, but directly he is not opposing. First, how he is talking, i understand that I understand that this idea may be liked by everybody, but I'm afraid of. But he is telling he is he is he is telling he is not in favor of that, but he is telling politely. But that the person is telling politely. Next, we have turn taking strategy. So, in turn taking strategy means in a group discussion. In a group discussion, assume that there are 10 to 10 to 12 members are there. Assume that 10 to 12 members are there. A person takes an initiative to start with the group discussion. A person takes one person takes the initiative to start with the group discussion. When he completes his statement, when he complete his statement, then it means he's telling others to talk. It means he is giving turn to others to talk. Turn means here not you turn. When he is giving a chance to other student or other member to talk. Yes, taking a turn. So once a person is once a first person started with the introduction, when a person is started with the introduction, when he completes the introduction, then he stops there. The meaning is that he has given chance to others to talk. He has given chance to talk others. So how I assume that HOD has started the group discussion. Now she has stopped. Now I want to take the turn. How I have to take? Be ready to talk. So you have to ready to talk, and see, in between I should not talk. Once madam completes talking, only then I have to start. And once she stopped, no, I have to take a chance to talk, and I should complete my statement. I should whatever I want to speak complete and give a chance to next person. Give a chance to next person. Or one more example, if madam or if somebody give introduction about the agenda of the group discussion, if you have any doubt, or if you want any clarification, then you can raise the issue. Then your turn will come. You can raise the issue and you can talk. Then that time your turn will be there. What you want to talk, what is your opinion or what is your idea you want to put in the group discussion, you can talk. And holding the turn. How to hold the turn? Some persons will be there in the group discussion, they don't allow anybody to talk. They hold their turn only. Yes, they don't allow anybody to talk. 1 hour, half an hour, 2 hours, they'll only speak. They don't allow anybody to talk. So that is nothing but a holding the turn. They are holding only that person will be talking. That person is not allowing other persons to talk. He's not allowing anybody to talk. He's not giving chance, or he's not giving turn other person to talk. So there may be some members to those who wish or those who want only them to talk. They'll not allow others to talk. They'll not allow others to talk. And next is a yielding the run. See here in turn taking strategy, we have taking a turn means once the person stops talking, then I have to take a chance to talk. And holding the turn means the person will not allow any others to talk. Only that person will be talking. And yielding the turn. What is yielding the turn? When we give uh, when um, when we understand by their talk or by their words, we'll understand that that person is going to conclude now. That person is going to conclude now, and once he conclude, then we have to talk. When if you have any points to talk, valid points to talk, then you can speak. See here, I'll read out one statement. Speaker one. So speaker one, I did. I don't think students you are listening now. You're understanding.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Umen, you're understanding. Sridhar, you're understanding.
Yes, ma'am.
You're understanding the example, no? Because it is all depending on the examples. What I'm telling here. Okay. I don't think so. I don't think we need to use. So here they are talking about on some issue. See, the person is telling, I don't think, I don't think we need to use the project management software. So about that software they are talking, project management software for cost control of our mobile medic medics project. The software is quite expensive, and instead of procuring and using that, we can think of some other alternative. Do you agree? So first, they are talking on some financial issue. So the cost of that software is little costly. They are feeling it is little expensive. They are feeling so they don't want to waste the money in procuring that software. They want to find some alternative. So what do you agree? See how he is ending the statement. Do you agree means he is ending with a question mark and he is telling others to talk. So this is my opinion. This is my opinion. What others will tell? What others will tell? Then a second person or the next person, what he will tell? I agree with you. Yes, that person is taking a chance. He has not pointed out that you have to talk. Generally, he has given the introduction. Generally, he has given the introduction. And what do you think? He has put a question mark. And the person, speaker two, has taken the opportunity. He has taken the turn to talk. And what he's telling, I agree with you. I agree with you, but we should at least study the software available for the project management. So here, what is the issue for project management? They are using some software. That software is costly or expensive. They are feeling so they want to find out if there are any other alternative solution they have. So the second person, what he's telling, yes, he is telling, yes, even I agree with you. I agree with you, but we should we should at least study the software available. We have to make a study. No, simply we cannot take the decision. So he is telling that we have to make a study whether other software is available. I have heard about them. He's telling he has heard about them. They are efficient, no doubt, because in the software they have to check cost effective and efficiency. Also, they have to check. No, they are efficient, no doubt, but 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 he has stopped there only. Means the speaker takes the turn, but later on by pausing pausing incomplete statement or by telling incomplete statement, he is giving chance to others. He's turning to he has given turn to others. Next, speaker three, what he say? You may you mean to say you mean to say they are expensive? You mean to say they are expensive? I don't think so. See, each will be having a different ideas. Yes. See, first person, what he said, the software is very costly. We have to find the alternative solution. Second person, what he's telling, first we have to make a study of that whether for project management whether we get other software or not. If we are getting also, we have to check the efficiency also. And third person is telling he is not agreeing that software is expensive. He is telling that I don't think so. Some of my friends in other companies are using XYZ software for managing most of their projects. They are able to manage their projects very well in terms of planning, scheduling, resource allocation, cost control, issue tracking, etc. Such software may be economical and hence we should also go for them. Yes. Yes, student understood the statement. He is telling that no, that those softwares are not expensive. Even my friends in other company also using some software. They are used for scheduling, planning, resource allocation, cost control, issue tracking, or etc. We are using, and it is not, and maybe it is costly, but it is helping in all the direction. See, here in the beginning, he has told that he has asked the question, do you, he has asked the question, do you mean to say they are expensive? He has asked the question, and then he has given the solution. He has also given the solution also, no? See, three persons are there, so three are talking in a different way. Understood, students? Understood the situation, how each have taken their turns and spoke in the meeting or in the group discussion, and all have well balanced. First the introduction, second he told about his opinion and he has given chance to other person, and the third person also he took the chance and he has asked the question, he has given the solution also. And it was in his statements like conclusion only. Finally he told that we should also go for them. Yes, understanding. Next we have effective interventions. Interventions are nothing but interfaces, interferences. So definitely it is necessary in the group discussion. Simply a single person should not talk in the group discussion. Somebody should interrupt, and they have to ask questions. They have to ask questions in between. But but see, when I am talking, when somebody interrupts, I don't feel correct. I don't feel happy. I don't feel that is a good practice. But but if the person is giving a wrong information, if the person is giving a wrong information, if the last example only I take about that software management tool or software, if a person is telling, if X person tells, I know some company, and in that company they are selling that, they are giving that software for free. Yes, if he is making a false statement, if he is making a false statement, then as a member of the group discussion, when I know that person is telling lie, when I know that person is giving a wrong statement, I should not keep quiet. I have to interrupt him. How? Directly I cannot say no, you are wrong, like that I should not say. There are some points, there are some points how to behave, how to talk in the group discussion. I have to use the words like excuse me, sorry for interrupt, may I say something, can I add something, like these points that we have to use in the group discussion. Suddenly I cannot say yes, whatever, stop talking, or your statement is wrong, like that I should not talk. So excuse me for interrupting you, excuse me for, see, just an example I am telling, excuse me for interrupting you, but it is of 2 months duration, not 1 month. Maybe uh, assume that, I will tell in my class, I will tell that our last working day is 26th June. Our last working day is 26th June, but according to yesterday's circular, last working day date has changed to 7th July. So any student can interrupt, and they can tell me that whatever you are saying, that is wrong. Now, according to the new circular, the date has changed. But for that also a proper way is there. Simply they, no ma'am, whatever you are telling that is wrong. They should not tell like that. Not only me, to any person in a group discussion or anywhere, they should not tell like that. They have to use excuse me ma'am, or they can tell sorry for the interruption madam, may I say something, can I add something, like that words they have to start. And they have, excuse me madam, uh, it is not June 21, it is July 7th, like that they have to use. And may I interrupt, may I interrupt, I would like to say something, can I say, can I just say, or can I say, or sorry to, sorry to interrupt, like that, like those words they have to use in the group discussion. Or not only group discussion, when they want to interrupt somebody, like that, like that they have to use. Students understanding now? Next we have reaching decision. So once we take care of all this, so it is easily we can take the decision in the group discussion when a person who speaks whatever the valid points he has, and we have to try to find the solution, and we have try to find a solution, and we have to keep a corporate environment, pervasive strategy, be polite, firm, turn taking strategy, everything we follow properly, correctly, effective intervention, then it will be helpful to take a decision in the group discussion. Yes, students, finally we'll come to the conclusion. Finally, we'll come to it will be helpful for us to take a decision. So next we have group discussion, or sorry, organizational group discussion. Organizational group discussion means how to or in the organizational group discussion we have we have three types: brainstorming, normal group technique, and Delphi technique. So in organizational group discussion, we have brainstorming, normal group discussion technique, and Delphi technique. Um, what is brainstorming? Why we use brainstorming? Is why we use brainstorming. Why we use brainstorming is this method is used to gather the variety of information, variety of ideas and perspective. The brainstorming technique is used to gather a variety of ideas or variety of techniques or variety of perspective. So first, in a group discussion, I can first, as a organizer of the group discussion, as an organizer of the group discussion, I assign six students in the group or six persons in the group, and I give the topic usage of mobile phone in the classroom or in the department. Yes, usage of mobile phone in the department I give as a title, and I randomly I ask each person to talk. Yes, randomly I want to get a information from each person what they feel about that topic or what is their view about that topic. Yes, if I do like that, then they will tell about the topic, opinion, whatever they feel, they speak. Whatever they feel about that topic, they speak. And here, what I'll get a different ideas about the topic. Some may tell usage of mobile phone in the department should be banned. Some may tell it we should not ban because nowadays many we are communicating. It is a good medium to communicate with the students. They may tell, and some may tell that no, because of mobile phone, students are not concentrating in the physical class also. Like that, n number of reasons, n number of people can tell. So here, a group of 6 to 12 people may be there in a round table. Round table. As a group leader, clearly I tell the um, what is the problem statement or what is the agenda of the group discussion, and there there here in no here no criticism is allowed. We have to give chance to each person to talk. Here in brainstorming there are two students, you can note down if you want. In brainstorming there are two techniques in brainstorming. The first one is storyboarding, and the second one is lotus blossom. The first one is storyboarding. The second one is lotus blossom. As to what is boarding is, in storyboarding, participant identify major issues. Participant identifies major issues and brainstorm on each of them. So here, how many members are there in a group discussion? 6 to 12 members are there. 6 to 12 members are there. And in a storyboarding boarding technique, what they do is they identify all the participants are identify the major issues and do brainstorming on each of them. It is often used to solve a complex problem. It is often used to use the complex problem. And in a lotus blossom technique, a core thought is presented, and participants provide 8 ideas surrounding it, like the petals of a lotus blooms. Yes, students understood in brainstorming there are two techniques are there. The first technique is storyboarding, means like story each person will tell their views, whereas in lotus blossom about a issue each person will tell eight solutions, like petals, how we pluck the petals, no, like plucking the petals, each person will give eight solutions of on that issue. So this is a blossom technique. So next we have nominal group technique. In the nominal group technique, for members, all the members meet in a group. All the members meet in a group in a particular place. They'll decide the venue. They'll decide the venue. In that venue, they will meet everybody. They'll meet everybody and they will start discussion. They'll start discussing. They'll start the group discussion. Each member takes his or her going around the table and present a single idea until all idea has been presented and recorded. So here what they do is they will in a group discussion, they don't sit around the table. They don't sit sorry. Here what they do is each member go around the table and presenting a single idea. They present their single idea. Whatever the idea they feel, or it is like going on a student, it is very simple. It is like going to the board or going to the dais and giving the whatever their opinion about the issue. It is like taking the chalk piece and writing on the board. Students understanding, no? Understood the second way?
Yes, ma'am.
So here in the nominal technique, what they do on the issue, they go to the dais and they use chalkboard, or they use flip card, flip chart. They use flip chart and they write whatever they feel, or they by standing there they will discuss. Discuss about the issue. You can say like debate whatever they feel about the topic. They go to the dais and they will speak. The group now discuss the idea for the clarity and evaluate them. So now after that, the group will discuss the first what each person will go to the dais and they will write the point of each person whatever they feel about that topic, and after that they will sit together and they will discuss about that. And Delphi technique, what they do is the Delphi technique is more complex and time consuming. The Delphi technique Students, Delphi technique, can I do it in the next class? Yes, students, I'll stop here. Students, I'll stop here because I
Okay,
told
ma'am.
more of theory today, no? You understood all this?
Yes, ma'am.
You understood all the points? So tomorrow in next class, I will do Delphi technique and the remaining topics I'll cover in the next. And in next class, because next class I am planning to conduct online group discussion. Because today you understood no how the group discussion. And before I start, I conduct a group discussion. I'll explain the remaining points also. I'll explain these points also. GD as a part of selection process. I'll explain these points and then a small of 10 to 15 minutes group discussion I want to conduct tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, in the next class. Yes, students, you're okay with that? Yes, students, I'll stop my class here.